Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thanks for stopping by and visiting with me today. I don't know how you got here, but I'm excited that you're here, and I'm so thankful that I'm able to be here and hang out with you guys today so we can keep each other company as we work on our projects. So I appreciate you clicking on this video. Hey friends, thanks for joining me at my desk today. I appreciate you all being here. Today I wanted to play with this Loops and Thread Sweet Snuggles Lite polyester yarn. It's 174 yards, and I did purchase this at Michael's. It is a 6 bulky yarn. It's suggested using a 8mm hook. Today I am going to be using a 9mm hook because that's what was laying on my desk. I was thinking I was going to go bigger than that, but I kind of played with it for a second, working the chain, and I think the 8 will be fine. No, I am using a 9. Yeah, I'm using a 9mm. Okay, so I purchased this at not Books A Million. At Michael's, and they had this color, and they also had one that was a blue. And after I thought about it, that blue was real pretty too, but I thought this had kind of a vintagey look. In the store, this looked ivory, and it still does to an extent, but it also kind of has a yellowish tint to it under my lights here. And I'm looking to see what the name of this yarn is. I had trouble finding it. Okay, there it is. This is Antique. Oh, it does say Antique Rose Blossom. Okay, I thought it had an antique-y look to it. And I don't know the name of the blue colorway of it, but it was really pretty too. But I picked this one because I thought it had, you know, kind of a little antique feel. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to make with this, but I finally decided on the softness of it. I want to make a cowl. Also, I am making things to enter into my local fair that will be happening the first week of October. So one of the categories is a crochet collar, and cowls fit in that category. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've already chained 80. Yes, I chained 80, and I believe that is going to be big enough. So I'm just going to, when I started my chain, I went ahead and pre-did this so you didn't have to sit there and struggle, watch me struggle trying to make this chain. But I did leave a tail for sewing. It's just, I left about 9 inches, whatever you think you might need to sew. So I'm going to be crocheting in the round, but not yet. I've crocheted 80. I mean, not crocheted. I chained 80. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1. And then I'm going to come back into that number 80. And I'm going to single crochet back down my chain. So I'm hoping this does have a little flower effect look to it whenever it is crocheted up, and that's why I did want to do something with single crochet. Normally I'd want to do double crochet so it crochets faster, but I wanted to see if it does, you know, kind of produce a flower print. I'm struggling just a little bit, but I'm getting it done, okay? I might struggle, but I'll just keep working at it. Anyway. Oh, sassy, don't lay on my yarn, baby. I'm working. I've had to hold her most of the morning. I've been sitting here at my desk watching YouTube, holding her because she just needed to be held. She needed her mama to hold her this morning. And obviously she's not finished. No. Nope. She's not finished feeling needy. So anyway, yeah, I thought I would just turn this into a cowl. I was thinking about some slipper bed socks, but I don't know. Then I was thinking, about the different projects I need to do for the fair, and I was like, well, I need a collar, and a cowl fits that, and this would be pretty as a cowl. And if this does work up ticely, I might, because I don't think there would be enough here to make a cowl and a hat, so I would pick up another skein of this to make a hat to go with this cowl. Not especially for the fair, but just for myself to have as a set. So that's what I'm thinking. I am anxious to see what kind of print this kind of creates. I hope that it does create like a little flowery looking pattern, but it may or may not, and I may have to use my imagination. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's gonna do that because I'm gonna use my imagination and make it be. So what are you all up to today? It's Tuesday here in my world, and I don't know what day you're getting around to watching this video, but whatever, the video's here for your convenience to watch it when you get a chance. So, but tell me what you're up to today. What is your Tuesday hold for you? What kind of project are you working on, or what do you have going on in your life? I feel like this is trying to twist on me. But anyway, guys, I have some exciting news, and it finally happened yesterday, okay? Okay? Let me just say that years and years and years ago, we did have AT&T internet. This was a long time ago, okay? And then one day I sent Elijah in the little AT&T store to pay our bill, and it wasn't paid correctly. The lady didn't apply it to my home internet. She applied it to our cell service and did not get our home internet. I don't know. Something she did, it didn't get our whole bundle. And so he and I were headed to homeschool co-op, and he went in and paid the bill, and I don't know, something didn't go correct on that. Well, after we got to co-op later, I found out our service had been disconnected. And I was like, what? We just paid the bill this morning. And so we had to wait the whole day till after co-op, and we went back by there and went around and around with that lady, just trying to figure out, like, why did it cut off? And she was just like, I don't know. And I just kept trying to tell her, what all services we had and blah, blah, blah. And it was a whole rigmarole. I had to talk to a bunch of different people on the phone while I was standing there in her little store. And I saw the light bulb moment on her face when she realized what she did. And I realized what she did too at the same time, but she never admitted it. Anyway, she put it in wrong and she actually disconnected our service. And then she, and didn't realize it. And I realized what she did and she realized what she did at the same time. And I saw her face when the light bulb came on. But of course, you know. So during that time, our home internet got disconnected. And so we lost that space. And we never could get that space back to have internet at our house again. So we ended up just having to use a hotspot on a phone. Well, somehow or another, I ended up getting a phone that did not count my data. Like, you know how you have like unlimited data, but yet really when you use so much of your data, it slows down super, super slow where your internet's just spinning and you can't do anything. Well, I ended up with this cell phone that did not count my data. It was a Hawaii phone, and that was one of the glitches on those phones. And so we ended up just using that as our hotspot phone. So I had this cell phone that was our hotspot phone that we would move around our house and use. And then I had my cell phone. Okay. Well, we live in the sticks, like dead in the sticks, okay? And that hotspot, it wouldn't stay connected. Like, we didn't have good connection. It was always like, you know, if you got connection, you held it real still and did whatever you needed to do. And, 'cause it could go off at any moment. It wasn't like a dependable thing, right? And that's just part of it when you live in the country. So for all these years, I've used that hotspot phone. So we just paid for an extra phone line, you know, an extra cell phone, and it was just our hotspot phone. So at night, when I would go to bed, I'd have to get my regular cell phone plus my hotspot phone and carry it back there and try to hook my tablet to it at night so I could watch something while I fell asleep and, you know. Okay. Yesterday, well, I'll back up a couple weeks ago. We've been talking about Starlink. We've been talking about that for a while, but we have so many trees. We just really didn't know if it was going to work for us. And actually, my little buddy Zeke's family has Starlink, and his dad was like, I don't know if y'all get connection or not, because he had trouble getting connection, and he has a clearing, and he was just like, y'all got too many trees. So we wasn't really sure that it would work for us, but we've been looking at it, and Big Daddy's been paying attention to it, and it was on sale last week, like a really good sale. And so Big Daddy said, I'm going to get it. We're just going to try it. If it don't work, we'll return it. I said, okay, let's try it then, because we got to do something. My little hotspot phone was dying. It wasn't working worth a flip anymore, and the phone didn't want to charge. The phone had no space on it whatsoever. You couldn't answer that phone. You couldn't do anything on that phone. It wouldn't receive a text message. You couldn't answer. You couldn't make a phone call on it. Only thing that phone was good for was a hotspot. And that phone, it got to where it wouldn't even charge. It wouldn't get a full charge, and when it would get a charge, it would only charge up so much, and even though it was plugged in, it would start going down, and it was just getting very iffy. Now, keep in mind, I have been uploading videos to YouTube using that unreliable hotspot all this time. And so that takes a lot of determination, let me just tell you. That takes going outside, walking around in the yard, trying to get the best connection, laying that phone down wherever, and trying to upload my videos. Ma'am, could you stop? So it has been a struggle, and then the phone's getting worse and not working, not charging, having a hard time even turning it on. So we were pretty desperate that we were going to do something. But anyway, Big Daddy ordered Starlink. Well, it came yesterday, and Big Daddy was able to get it all hooked up and turned on, and we are cooking on Starlink today. Missy, could you please stop? No? It is working great, okay? It is working perfect. I've got my computer here hooked to it. I've got my my Echo. That's not the name I really call her, but I don't want to say her name or she'll start talking. And then when she starts talking and Sassy's up here, then Sassy starts pawing at it, and it's a screen one. And so therefore Sassy is a touch screen. And Sassy starts messing with it and keeping her talking. But anyway, I got my tablet in my bedroom hooked to it. Big Daddy was able to put his Roku on his TV, to it. And yeah, it is working really good, and I'm so excited. I'm not having to fight with that cell phone. I'm just throwing that cell phone away. I got to get it turned off of my phone bill. I went online to try to do it, and it didn't give me an option to do it on there, so I have to call them, and I hate that worse than anything. But I'm going to call them and turn that cell phone off, and then just throw it away because it's not any good. But yeah, I'm so excited. I have internet service at my house. I hadn't been able to say that in many, many years, okay? That is just so funny to be able to say that all of a sudden now. Oh. Sassy, are you going to lay up there and watch me now? So that was my one of my big announcements. We still have some more announcements coming this week. Big Daddy has an announcement, and then me and Big Daddy have an announcement together. And so that was one of my announcements, though, is that I now have internet at my house. And I'm so thrilled about that. It feels so weird not to have to get up from here every little bit and go grab that cell phone and check the charge on the phone, move it around the house to get better connection, or even unplug it and go plug it up at different places around the house to try to, you know, keep the connection going on it. I don't know. Sometimes it would just go down. I'd have to jump up. I'd hear it make a noise, and I'd have to jump up, grab it, and go plug it into a different outlet so it would start charging back up some. And so it feels so weird to just sit here today and not have to do all that. And this morning when I got up, I just picked up my one cell phone, and I was like, okay, this is all I need. I don't have to get two phones. So yay! I mean, if you've been without internet all this time like I have, you would understand my excitement over that. But if you've had internet, you're probably like, big whoop-de-doo, you have internet, so do we. But I tell you what, it has not been easy uploading YouTube videos. They're going to upload so much faster. Like sometimes I put a video to upload, and it may take it 4 or 5 hours to upload. Sometimes it wouldn't take that long. Sometimes we'd actually drive my phone up the road down to the Dollar General. So yeah, it's been an experience, to say the least, not having internet and trying to run a YouTube channel with no internet. So look, if I can run a YouTube channel with no internet at my house, and you have internet at your house, you can run a YouTube channel too, okay? Because you already got it easier than I would have had it. I think this does look like flowers and leaves. So pretty. This is so pretty. I can feel, I can always feel yarns like this just suck the moisture out of my hands. I can feel it, but I can also hear it. I can feel the moisture just being sucked out of my hands. But if you've been following along with me, you know that I've been sick over the last week and a half. And yesterday I finally felt, you know, like I was going to live. I felt human, I felt better. Today I also feel better. I did take it on easy the rest of yesterday. I did, you know, that little bit of cleaning yesterday morning just because it had to be done. Nobody else was going to do it, okay? So I feel good today too. So I'm thankful for that. I'm so thankful that I made it through that. I mean, I'm still taking my antibiotics for the kidney infection. I am still on the antibiotics. I was put on it for 7 days, I think. And so I've been taking 2 a day. So I still have several more days on the antibiotic. All right, so I made it to the end. I think this is the last one. It's not wanting to work. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I didn't create my ring beforehand, I wanted to wait and come all the way back down. And some places this is, you know, a little bit not gappy, but I didn't pull it as tight because my tension is off. So I wanted to lay this out all the way. And I'm going to come back right here and I'm going to go into my first single crochet. It's here somewhere. I'm going to go into that first single crochet and slip stitch in there. I'm going to chain 1 and then I'm going to single crochet. And I'm doing all this right now because I want to put my stitch marker right there so I'll know where that first single crochet is. But I wanted you to see how I was doing that instead of taking that one strand and trying to create, you know, that ring and not be twisted and all that. Why not just crochet it, single crochet back down it and then do it, and it's so much easier to see and work with. Now I'm going to slip this over my head just to make sure that it's the right size for me. And it is. It is. I used chained 80, single crocheted back down. Now, after I do a couple of rows and get some width on this, I will come back and take my tail and I'm just going to sew this closed right here. I'll just take my needle and sew that together. But for now, I'm just going to work in the round all the way around it until I get some, you know, height on it, get it wider. I don't know how wide I want it. Just play it by ear. So I'm just going to put one single crochet in every single crochet. I'm not using any fancy stitches or, you know, trying to do any kind of cutesy stuff, because I want to see how this pattern print on the yarn, how it patterns out. So I'm just doing single crochets. Normally, like I said, I would want to do double crochets so that I could grow the width faster and be done with the project faster. But, and you know, I could. But I just wanted to see, you know, I thought it would look better in single crochet, right? That's what I was thinking. That it would show that pattern, the intended pattern. And, you know, I meant to look at something. I couldn't see this that well when I was at my dining table the other day. So I wanted to see, but I can't really tell anything about the picture. I don't know if you can even see that at all, but I can't really tell anything about that, what it's supposed to look like. But this does have a yellowy off-white, it looks like an off-white but a yellowy look, and so that's what, you know, made me think antique. And to be honest with you, I could not read that first word. I couldn't read the first word before, but now that I'm at my desk with the light shining on it. So this is my first time to use this yarn. Of course, I've used blanket yarn before, but what appealed to me about this particular yarn, Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles Lite, polyester, what appealed to me was I wanted to see the pattern. I wanted to see that pattern. And yes, Bloom yarn sometimes does make a flower pattern too. And it was another one that they had that wasn't bulky, but I never did get that yarn. I couldn't, I don't know. My Hobby Lobby quit selling it when I tried to get it before, when I first started into the yarn club. So I think this will be pretty, and you know, I might end up making a hat to go with it. I think that would be pretty to have a hat and cowl set that matched. So yeah, what do you guys think? I think it does look like flowers and leaves. I don't know what's the best way for you to see that. Let me see if I can zoom in. I'm going to try one more time, but it might be too close. Yeah, can y'all see the flowers and the leaves? Maybe this will focus right there. I like that. I do. Alright guys, well, I am going to let you all get going. I wanted to work with this yarn and show you guys how it was working up. And also wanted to tell you my exciting news that I'm so excited about. And I'm so thankful for Big Daddy taking initiative and just doing all that on his own and taking care of that and getting us the internet needed. I'm thankful that he stepped up and did all that. And I didn't have to do it. I like it when he takes care of business. So I'm thankful to him. So remember guys, it's a beautiful day to crochet, but it's also a beautiful day to just enjoy your life and do something that brings you happiness today. No matter where you are in your journey, in your health, if you're, you know, bedbound, if you're in a recliner, if you're in a, you know, in a chair, on the couch, and that's where you spend your days, find something right there that brings you happiness and live your best life right there. Don't let that stop you from having joy and doing the things that bring you joy. Okay, that's my hope for you, is that you're content and you make sure you have the things around you that you need, the things that make you smile. Have those things sitting around you. I have lots of little trinkets sitting around me. My hork, it's my shark horse. He makes me smile. He's stupid. He's silly. It's ridiculous. But I can't help but smile when I look at it because it's silly. Larvae, she makes me smile. And my little girl right here, my possum and a peanut, and my penguin and a peanut. Yeah, I like toys. I like little trinket toys that make me smile, cute things. You know, and there's always something that makes somebody smile, whatever kind of things you like to collect or whatever. Have those things around you. Have whoever comes by to visit you to bring those things out of a room and set them around you. Create you a happy place with things that bring you joy. Because life is short. And we gotta be, we gotta, you know, create that joy and create a happy environment for ourselves. Don't wait on other people to determine your joy. You create your own joy, okay? That is my message. Create your own joy. Don't depend on other people to bring you enjoyment, because you're going to be waiting a long time. All right, guys, I love you all, and I do hope you have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next video, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing and hitting that bell so you get notifications. I don't normally say that kind of stuff, so I feel awkward saying it. But guys, I thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all.